Hello. So I had an interest in owning a digital pinball cabinet, but the problem is they take up a lot of space and require basically a whole nother computer to run it. So what I wanted to do was find a cheaper, easier way to build a cabinet that would not require a new computer, still allow me to use my computer as it is, but give me the feel of an actual pinball table. So I'll just give you a look at it here, and then I'll break down how it all works and what you need and how to do it. It is significantly cheaper than trying to build a full cabinet. Obviously not as big and dramatic, but very, very small portion of the cost. Alright, so let's get to the breakdown. Okay, I'll go over all the buttons and how I have them set up, so if you want to build something like this, you can do it yourself. So I have, this is nudge right and right flipper. On the front I have launch, and it also acts as the enter key. There is front nudge, and that acts as escape or cancel. Then on this side we got nudge left and left flipper. And then up top I just have a kind of normal arcade setup. So you got your joystick, and then these four are your buttons. This is a turbo and this is cancel turbo. These aren't hooked to anything right now. Eventually these will be turbo and cancel, and these will just be normal buttons, but I just haven't got around to hooking those up. And then once you have it set up, and I got this, I guess I cut this out so my monitor can kind of fit in there to make it look like it's part of the table. There you go, you can see you're working. Nudge buttons, so when you're in panic, quickly nudge the table. Yeah, so that's pretty much the setup I have here. This is all built out of MDF, and then I sanded a whole bunch off these corners so they'd be round and comfortable on your palms. Here's the back side of it, just basically an empty cabinet and then a little shelf for all the electronics. The USB encoder cost about 26 bucks. The wood would be a little more expensive, but I already had it on hand for a different project. But you could use plywood or whatever you have lying around. I did buy another set of buttons because I wanted more matching colors. I think they were another 10 bucks. The monitor stand is about, I think, $130 on Amazon at the time I bought it. I will put links to all this stuff so it's easy to find. But this is just a much more affordable way to do a pinball cabinet. It takes up way less space and is a little easier to build than a full cabinet. And it also allows you to not need a whole new computer, which is a big thing for me because I didn't want to build a whole new computer just for a pinball cabinet. There's kind of the whole setup. I'll show the setup and takedown so you can see how long it takes and if it's your style. Okay, so here's the things you need to make this work. So number one, you need a monitor arm. All that does is it gives you full movement and control of your monitor. So I can just, you can swing it around, lift it, raise it, turn it 90 degrees. So normally I would just have it set up, right here as a normal monitor where I do my normal computer gaming stuff. So that's the first thing you need. I'll put links for everything. The second thing you need is a USB encoder. What a USB encoder kit will come with is a set of buttons, something like this. This circuit board guy that you see in there, and a whole bunch of wires. And it's just plug and play. So you basically just plug one end into the circuit board and then the other two ends into the switch. And then coming out of the other side, you can see it right here, of the USB encoder is a USB plug. So you just run that to your computer and it acts as a USB device. It'll be recognized as a generic controller. So what you need is a program that's free anywhere called Joy2Key. And all it does is it allows you to decide what the inputs are going to be. So this is just my joystick going up and down. You can see it's moving the cursor because I have them set up to be recognized as my keyboard arrows. Oops. So all these buttons just get recognized as keyboard inputs. Okay, so this is my normal computer setup. That's basically how I do my daily, computer use, gaming, surfing the internet, whatever. So now I will show you how we set up the pinball cabinet. there you go. That's all there is to it. Now I am ready to play pinball. So it's really easy to set up, and it doesn't take up much space when you have it put away. And most of the games will auto-rotate the screen. This is a Caria pinball. Pinball FX3 will auto-rotate the screen as soon as you open it if you set it up that way. The only game that I haven't really got to work for is Pinball Arcade. For some reason it doesn't recognize this, even though every other game I have does. But if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to build a pinball cabinet, because you love pinball, and it also works as an arcade stand. I have a bunch of arcade games on here. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully it inspires you to build something yourself. Thanks for watching.